Today's matchup is a Wood Elf mirror match from the Road to the NAF Championship. It was recommended as an exciting little game, and basically I'm preparing for my Wood Elf tournament, my next Wood Elf one, which I'm going to take. Obviously, Wood Elves 2. My next tabletop tournament, which I'm going to take Wood Elves 2. So hopefully, by seeing a Wood Elf on Wood Elf game, I can learn something, especially from these two great coaches, Endzone and Tripleskull. Endzone is a British guy who plays on Fumble, and Tripleskull is a Dane who is part of Team Denmark and is a tremendous coach. So, because it's the Road to the NAF Championship from last year or the year before, they basically are NAF Championship teams, which means they have a few skills each. So there are 1,100 teams. We've got a Tackle and a Frenzy War Dancer on one side, and I'm guessing the same on the other side. Let's have a look. And Strip Ball and, Mighty Blow War Dancer on the other side. So double skill being used there. So what have we got? We've got a Kick, a Leader on a Catcher, so that's a double skill there. We've got Block on a Catcher and Wrestle on a Catcher. Cool, on one side. And then on the other side, so we've got the Strip Ball and Mighty Blow War Dancers. Then we've got, where are the other skills? We've got Dodge, Dodge, and Dodge and Dodge. So even though it's a mirror match in terms of Wood Elves against Wood Elves, it's very much not in terms of skill choices. So hopefully this should be quite an interesting one. No inducements either side, it looks like. And Team Light Fantastic get the fame. Yes, we've got Light Fantastic on the left with Endzone, and we got Lutece Operas on the right. And it looks like it is nice weather, perfect Blood Bowl weather. So let's pootle through, see what happens. So we've got Endzone is receiving the ball, and so let's see what goes down. So an immediate 3 dice block on a War Dancer and knocked out straight away. Sorry, on a Catcher and knocked out straight away. Was that the Mighty? No, Tackle. Excellent. So 3 dice block there and using Tackle. Always a good idea to get 3 dice blocks whenever you can if the opponent's got some strength 2 players. So they're doing the traditional Wood Elf thing actually of getting the ball and retreating backwards because the Wood Elves can move the what happened there? Double skulls for the Tree Man to finish that turn. But because the Wood Elves can move the ball so far in one turn with a pass and then a handoff, they can move it basically the whole length of the pitch. It's a quite common Wood Elf tactic just to hang around in the backfield. He's got it on a Catcher there. He can do it with a thrower as well, obviously. He hasn't got any throwers on his team. So there they finish with a double skull. And again, we're going for the 3 dice block. And was that the Mighty Blow one? No, that was the Bonk, was it? Yeah, so the Tree Man there hitting the Catcher and removing one straight away. Quite easy for a Tree Man to get a 3 dice block, obviously. I'm sure that Endzone didn't mean to leave Catchers next to Tree Men, but when you get a double skull, bad things happen. And then we got another double skull. Oh, and the tree is rooted. That's an absolute disaster when it roots that early. So I always love it though when they root and then they do manage to stand up. So they stand up and root, and we've got these 2 tree men next to each other. So lots of damage to start with, but yeah, just hanging out in the backfield. Absolutely no rush to score. It's quite a common mistake in a way that new players make, is to score very quickly. More players being removed is to score very quickly with Wood Elves or Skaven because you can, whereas it's generally a lot more sensible to hang out as much as you can before scoring, because if you score quickly you just hand the initiative to your opponent. And these tree men are having an absolute nightmare managing to hit each other and basically all go wrong. Okay, so they're getting a Catcher into scoring position there, but I imagine that the ball won't move very far. He's probably going to hit this guy in a second. I know he is moving up the pitch a little bit. He's going to cage. Yeah, so he's made a loose cage around the War Dancer there, which he could dodge into, but he hasn't got a strip actually, has he? Let's remind ourselves what the War Dancers have got on this team. He's got a Mighty Blow. He has got a strip. Okay, interesting. Alright, let's have a look. So he's just tagging the War Dancer there, and he might well be leaping in. There we go. So he's dodged out, leaping in with the strip. And he's leapt in, and he's killed himself. What disaster! Alright, that's the downside of leaping with War Dancers, because sometimes it all goes wrong. Cool. Right, so he's so again, no rush to score, so he's blocking with the War Dancer on the ball and looking fairly comfortable here. Endzone, has to be said. So just consolidating in his own half, getting some punching in there, and probably going to finish up. Oh yeah, so he's brought the other guy in for a 2 dice block there. And so it was an interesting decision to block the tree man because Endzone's tree man had actually rooted. So I'm not quite sure why he hit him. Might have been sensible just to... You could have even dodged the tree man away, I think. There goes the frenzy. And off. Oh, it doesn't go off the pitch because he got a... Oh, he didn't use dodge. Yeah, good choice. Obviously a tactical choice there not to use dodge. So you don't get surfed off the pitch. You're always allowed to choose whether to use dodge or not. And again, more tree-on-tree action. So I guess the question is which turn he's going to score in. So let's just zoom through and see if there's... Well, I don't think he's going to stop him scoring, really, realistically. So he's got the POW. Wow. Okay, so there wasn't really a cage as such, just quite a lot of dodging around there. So he's got the POW. All right. The ball didn't bounce out. Is he gonna? So he's retrieved it and he's just given it to him and he's run away with it. So that shows how much I know. Yeah, playing with Wood Elves is entertaining because the ball can just move all the way across the pitch. So a more astute commentator than I would have spotted that the ball was not actually safe at all. He was relying on Blodge to keep him safe, but it didn't work in this occasion. And so putting a little bit of pressure over there, and he's walked it in, and giving Endzone 1 turn to score back because obviously the catcher was lurking down there, so it would have been a little bit risky to try and stave off the ball for one more time. So we got the 1 turn score possibility here. From there, so we've got a riot. Oh, we've got a riot. Ah, exciting. Right, okay, cool. So he's got 2 turns to score now. Wow. Okay, so yeah, riot's a bit of a pain. Knocked out the catcher there. Sorry, knocked out the lineman. Getting things wrong because I'm trying to do this at speed. Yeah, so the riot happened. Oh no, he failed to pick up the ball. So he's failed to pick up the ball back there. But he's got loads of people in scoring range, and he's got a re-roll as well to play with. So this might still go in at the 1-1. Let's have a look. So he's just... What's he going to do? He's going to tag those people in scoring range, basically, which is risking getting hit quite a lot. But you don't have another option, really, because you don't want to leave any players just able to catch the ball on a 2+. But again, if Endzone's players do fall over, or he fails to pick up, then you've got that Wood Elf lurking there. So, has to go for the catch and then the handoff. Oh, he's dodging through a whole load of tackle zones. Hands off to the catcher, who catches, dodges out, and scores. Goes in at the 1-1. Could still have something bonkers going on. Could get another riot, or potentially. Throw a rock. Took out, just stunned a lineman there. So just it's the 1 turn before half time. I do like these games where not winning players because they do make them quite quick. And more tree man hitting each other. Oh dear, those tree men are having an absolute mare do. Oh, I suppose one of the tree men did dispatch a Wood Elf early on. And that's a blitz. Oh dear. Some people hate blitzes. I think they're entertaining. I like the way they reward the team that has just scored a touchdown. They're fun. But yeah, some people don't like them. They spoil the game, they think. But I disagree. Right, let's see what happens here then. So will Endzone run the ball in, or will he risk another possible turnover? Is there any way of getting in? So who have we got coming over here? Leaping in, and yeah, pow, many good pows. Oh, and the ball didn't scatter out. Interesting. Okay, so the leap in with the War Dancer there, and the Wood Elves doing that thing. Yeah, absolutely, that's what Wood Elves do. dodging into a tackle zone, picking up the ball in a tackle zone, and dodging out again, all on 3s, and then a few go for it's on 2s, just for good measure. So no block on that catcher at all. So let's see if anything good can come of this. So he's got making a cage around him. Tree Man going down again. Tree Man, these are rubbish. But you've got to take what all the best players take Tree Man, I think, on the Wood Elf team. So I will be taking a Tree Man. Oh, but the way this game was going, I'm surprised he didn't die. But wasn't to be. So Blues have another turn then. So let's see what happens. Zooms up the pitch, but you can never really outrun a Wood Elf team. So let's have a look. Getting all those blue players out of tackle zones. Oh no, he's killed the Wood Elf. He's killed the War Dancer. So that's 2 War Dancers out. Both of those War Dancers. This was a resurrection tournament, so it wasn't disastrous from that point of view. But in terms of the game, it's huge. So no War Dancers left on the blue side, which does give the Reds a little bit of an advantage. But the Blues have got the ball, which is a bigger advantage probably. So yeah, let's see what happens now. He's going to run it in. Okay, let's see. I don't know, running in and just hoping for the tie, I guess, maybe. I suppose he's got a fair amount of players left. What have we got there? We've got Quick Snap. And gets the ball. So, handing off to the catcher, and then... Oh, blimey, that was a double skull with the ball carrier. Re-rolled into pushback and both down. He did have block, so not ridiculously risky, but the double skull must have made his heart beat a little faster, I think. Yeah, the best cage you could do there, really, and then moves the catcher over. Slightly surprising he didn't move the catcher before blocking with the tree, especially given the tree's record in this game. But the tree's record does not matter because the dice are independent. Obviously, we must remember, boys and girls. Tree manages to not push the other tree. Right, so the Reds. Will the Reds quickly score, in the hope that they have the advantage, because they've still got 4 catchers and 2 War Dancers. So you've got to push for the win, really, from a Red point of view. But then again, it's very difficult to stop the Wood Elves scoring, even if they are War Dancers down. They've still got 1, 2, 3, 4 catches themselves. Are they still going to have 4 after this blitz? Let's have a look. No, 1 out. A badly hurt. Right, that's huge. So he scored. Make it 2-all. And the Blues have got 4 turns to score back. And will they be able to stop them? A little bit of jiggery-pokery there, shifting around. So what have they got? They got 3 catches. Still got the Tree Man, and it's a blitz. Oh my goodness! So I do like blitzes, but 2 in 1 game. Tripleskull must have been spitting feathers, I think here. So that's the 2 assists in. Is this guy just going to protect the ball? Because obviously the War Dancer here is coming in for the 3 dice block in a minute, and I don't think he's going to do the pick up first. Yeah, he is. Oh no, he's putting it under because it's blitz, obviously. Duh. I know how to play this game. Right, here comes the War Dancer with the 3 dice blitz. Got the pow, and oh my goodness, he's killed a Ward. Oh dearie me, killed a catcher. Right, okay, things looking really bad for the Blues now. Yeah, is this all over by the shouting? Let's zoom through. Or is there going to be a final twist of the dice, as people do not say? Some more Blues off, and a hand off to the catcher there. No, to the War Dancer, just to make it safe. Because obviously it's safer to have it on a blodge player than a block player. And this making it safe here, the Reds, I think. More removals of the Blues from the pitch. And just running over there, standard play, no need to score too early. But that was absolutely a crazy game, and congratulations to Endzone for that win, 3-2, and nothing happens there. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, hope you enjoyed that one. See you next time.